kind of how I would type on diabetic knees.
I'm trying to not.
When, take off at the competition, it's too good with her levels and then.
You've been sick for a couple of days.
Yeah.
He's been sick for a while.
Upper respiratory.
Yes, I did.
Is that tough to get rid of?
I walked out the door and there was a skeleton outside my door. I couldn't, he wouldn't move.
Would you all please rise and join with me in reciting the pledge? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome you all to the January regular board meeting of the Edgar County Board. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
McCarty.
Here.
Patrick.
Here.
Bruner.
There.
Ellis.
Here.
Barnum. Lawton.
Here.
And Boyd.
Present. Next, we have the agenda, or on the agenda, we have the minutes from the January 14th regular board meeting. You've had those for a few days. Are there any additions or corrections that might be need to be made to these minutes? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion for their acceptance and approval. Russ moves. 80 seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, claims against the county. You've had those for a few days. Are there any additions, corrections, or clarifications needed on these claims? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve the claims as presented. Russ moves. Andy seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. They are approved. County board claims. County board member claims, excuse me. Are there any additions or corrections or clarifications needed? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve. Russ moves. Dan seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, we come to the portion of the meeting for public comment. We invite the audience, anybody who has a comment, to identify themselves and to restrict their comments to 5 minutes. So, is there anybody who wishes to address the board? Okay, moving along, we have a highway resolution for the improvement BLR 09110, appropriating funds for the following: FAS 684, County Highway 2, Clinton Road, section 2500145000RS. Do you want to describe what that is for us, please?
Sure, that should be the resurfacing of the Clinton Road, basically from the railroad tracks at Paris all the way to the state line. It's scheduled right now for, I believe, a July or June of 29 letting.
Yes.
So we got to start design and get that all ready for the state, get on the program and stuff, so.
Appreciate that. Is there any clarification needed there? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve the resolution. Dan moves. Russ seconds. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
McCarty.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
Bruner.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes.
And Lawton.
Yes.
And it does pass. Let's see, number 9, ordinance prohibiting the sale and delivery of craft home or 70H products. We've discussed that at the last
Can I
meeting.
explain a little bit about it?
Absolutely, Dan.
I did some research on it. It's a drug that comes from a plant. The plant comes from South America. It's new on the market. It's as strong or stronger than marijuana. And so far, there's only one state in the union that has banned it, and that's Florida, so it's very dangerous. And I don't know whether people buy it, I don't know if it's on the market here or not, but it's something that we should probably watch and take care of. I don't know if you heard anything about it. That's 7-OH. Okay. It may not be in our county yet, but it will be here, guaranteed.
Some of the vape shops
Yeah.
were known to be selling it, not necessarily in this county. We understand from Jonathan that he sent out model resolutions that other county agencies could pass, including cities and villages, that restrict or prohibit the sale of those, so we're just following along in those. Our council, Philip, has reviewed that and made some changes, so everything seems appropriate for that. Do I have a motion for the approval of that resolution? Russ moves. Andy seconds. Any further discussion? Mr. Clerk?
McCarty,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Bruner,
Yes.
Yes.
Ellis, and Lawton.
Yes.
It does, the ordinance does pass prohibiting that sale of 7-OH. Next, resolution declining jurisdiction over the Paris Community Energy Initiative. That's been worked through. Lisa, do you have any comments to make on that? So,
No.
okay, basically, the only catching point that we wanted to make sure of as county board was the decommissioning arrangements have been properly obtained. I think that has taken care of, so does everybody understand that? We discussed that at the meeting. Are there any further questions about that issue?
Jeff, how
Yeah.
many acres are they talking about, do you know? Somebody said 40 acres, I don't know if that's true.
Sir?
Yeah, I can speak to it.
40
About,
acres?
yeah, about 40 acres.
It's out by Harrington Trucking Company, west of
Correct.
town.
Exactly.
Okay. He's been, I'm a good friend of him, so we've been talking about it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, I need a motion to approve this resolution. Russ moves. Andy seconds. Mr. Clerk?
McCarty,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Bruner,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
and Lawton.
Yes.
The resolution is approved, declaring jurisdiction. Next, we come to officer department heads. Augie, you want to go first?
Yeah, really, the only thing I have is just a real brief update on early voting, which began a week ago. We have approximately 75 early votes that have been turned in for cast, includes some mail-in ballots. So, other than that, well, it's business as usual.
Okay, any questions of the county clerk? Philip, do you have anything for us?
Nothing from the state's attorney's office.
Morning, Taylor,
Hi.
911.
Not, no, just Central Square wants to come down in the second week of March to do a site survey of our new location and see all the connections that they need to make, wires and whatnot they need, so.
And I guess somebody needed a couple months' notice,
That was AT&T,
so
the
we're
state.
looking at May for this substantially complete. I guess you've got email on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom, good morning.
Morning, not much to report, we survived the big storm, everything's fine.
Okay. Any questions about the airport? Morning, Angie.
Good morning, how are you?
Good.
Good. I really don't have a lot to report. I just want to say that Ross posted my job opening on Indeed and I got some very good applicants, so I'm gonna start working on getting somebody hired.
Just one position?
Well, one for now. I'm probably gonna need another one towards the end of the summer. so.
Okay. Any questions of our circuit clerk, please? Ryan, jail administrator, good morning.
Morning. No, jail seems to be moving along fine. We're holding around 20 inmates at a time. No major issues that I guess need to be brought up at this point.
Okay. Any questions of Ryan on the jail? Josh, I'm sorry, Kim, Health Department, good morning.
Good morning. Busy as usual. We have some new grant programs which started the first of the year, so we'll be advertising those soon, and it's going to be some fun things like it's called a maternal mentors program, so we're going to have a little bit more group education sessions on prenatal and postnatal topics. So it'll be good for the moms in the area, and we have lots of giveaways and things for the program to support them as well. So doing pretty good, business as usual.
Any questions of Kim?
One thing would be clarification on the Sycamore bill, that you had told me later that that was the full statement, so.
Right. That was the full statement from the boiler disruptions and the multiple tear downs that happened in December of '24 and January of '25. So we got the bill several months later, and we've been going back and forth for clarification because mostly about the lack of itemized parts on that. So I did finally, just recently in January, get not great clarification, but finally it kind of, they provided what I was asking for, so it was time to move forward with that.
So do you have any big repairs that have to be done with the new company, or are you?
We've taken care of a lot of it. Mostly it has to do with the mechanical systems, the new sort of components not talking and communicating. So what's left now is a lot of systems. So the final step, because we have multiple failures, and I think it all stems, anytime we have an electric failure or trip, that's when I notice we have 2-week succession of multiple failures and trips and resets throughout the building. So the next step, if we move forward with that, because it's costly, it will be computer system, and they'll have to go and finish up honing everything to where it communicates properly. So that's sort of next steps according to the HVAC company that we've had good luck with recently.
Anybody else? Yes, Dan?
You had an increase in measles in the county, have you noticed?
We have not had any reported. That is a reportable, immediate reportable illness, and we have had none right now throughout the country and definitely in our surrounding states. So, and then just recently, Dr. Oz had come out, I think this week, and say, go get your measles vaccination, check titers, make sure that you are fully vaccinated if you're in those. Even I'm in that age group to where I need to check to make sure, I'm fully
They
vaccinated.
still require students coming into schools to have the
We do.
vaccinations?
Yes, Illinois is adhering to the vaccine schedule that we have always had. We have not had any changes. So Illinois will move
So
forward
it
with.
really it's up to individual counties or school districts to require the vaccinations?
Yes, it is. And the individual schools they keep track of that when their enrollment and their records. And so, but all that information and data is compiled, and there are places to watch the percentages because there are still religious exemptions and other, I'm not really sure off the top of my head besides that, but there are ways around it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Josh, do you have anything from the highway department?
Don't think
Any
anything really changed
closures,
since Monday.
anything?
but- No, I think Aaron should have all addressed in the meeting on Monday,
Okay.
so.
May I add one more thing? I'm sorry.
Yes, Kim.
I should say what they're finding right now on the East Coast, specifically North Carolina, they have indicated that those are primarily unvaccinated people who are getting it. So the youth, they have not yet ever been vaccinated. So I just wanted to clear that up. So.
Okay, thank you. Committee reports. Russ, do you have anything? Dan?
Had a complaint about a dog running loose in the city, in a particular area. Andrea has checked on it 2 or 3 or 4 times. I've checked on it 5 times. I've not seen a dog yet, so I don't know if it's somebody's in-house dog that they allow to go out and potty and came back in, but I've not seen the dog, and Andrea's not either, but she's still getting complaints about it, so we're still checking on it.
Okay. Andy?
Nothing new over what I mentioned on Monday.
Well, and we're gonna be meeting with the landscape people after our core meeting on Tuesday. We do have a core meeting, I wanna remind everybody that's on the building committee on 11 o'clock on Tuesday. So, Lisa,
Yes. Attended PEDCO's annual meeting yesterday at noon, and things of note that would be applicable to us is they are pretty seriously entertaining a community solar project on land that PEDCO owns, and it would be the same situation as the one out at Harrington's. And so just to let you know that that's probably coming up. Their next meeting is May 19th, and I wanted to know if we would be interested in hosting that at the new public safety facility, because it sounds like by May 19th, we may be at or close to opening.
Josh?
I don't know if you'd have all your furniture and stuff as well, but like,
Well, I'm thinking that's the only opportunity, because they meet quarterly, and the next one would be August 18th. So
no.
it was just a thought. I don't feel strongly, but that was.
Well, we'll explore it. How's that?
Okay.
What's the date and name?
August, or May 19th.
It could be a mess.
Well, at this point, do you want me to just let Bob know that we're considering it, but we can't confirm yet? And I'll put a note on my calendar and touch base with him in April?
Yep.
Okay. HRC went there this morning for 708 board. And I'm sorry Jonathan couldn't be here because he really needs to speak to it, not me. A lot of it had to do with reviewing the annual community needs assessment and the findings and how that applies to them and what they're doing. So I'm gonna ask Jonathan to be sure and see if he can come next month. We also discussed what they're gonna ask for next year, because they're working on their budget, what they're going to ask for next year from the 708 fund as far as their levy. There's a lot going on out there, and there has been a huge increase in services. I'll just put it that way. I did text Bob Colvin about courthouse lights to see if maybe they'd be interested in funding or just finding somebody to do it. Of course, first thing he says, how much? And I said, oh, I don't know. We just talked about it the night before. I'm just checking to see if there's any interest. So,
For the 250th.
yes.
Yeah.
And I sent him the picture that I had that led me to think about it. I talked to Angela Griffin with Interstar. Would you please go out and introduce yourself to her? Because she is not sure whether or not any of the Harrington project would be Interstar or whether it would all be Ameren. And she was gonna look, and I said, well, you're already in town, so
Yeah.
if you would introduce yourself to her. And Josh, Whitetail Solar, which is the Grandview project. I've seen some emails go back and forth. I don't know about a pre-construction road assessment, but would you just be sure and respond to her?
That's a problem.
Because that looks like that's our next one to get on board with.
Just south of 16, in case they knew where it was.
Yeah. And that's all I have.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing said, Samantha?
We do have a meeting set up, a special meeting set up for the next study session. Will be coming in at 9 o'clock instead of 9:30. The treasurer will be joining us. Don will be there. We'll be discussing last year's budget, looking at this year's budget. I'll get you some work papers in addition that maybe lay out for maybe 1 or 2 years back to see where we were at, so we have a little bit of background on some of the departments and some of the incomes. I did get you, as promised, a budget that ended on November 30th. It's not complete yet, there's still more income to come in and some more expenses to come off. So, but it's a lot closer. It's not quite as bad as what I thought. Don called me last night and said, oops, I put in 27 payrolls last year by accident. He put in January's payrolls into 25, which helped us a great deal, but it's still something that we need to look at. So we'll have a chance to take a look at all that. And this will probably be first of several meetings, I would guess, that we'll all get together and take a look at this. Any questions about that? And you do have your cash flow. As usual, on the top line, it shows a negative, but remember, we're 3 months behind in revenues because we're on an accrual basis. So that's what distorts it. At any rate, are there any questions on that? Do we have any other meetings that we need to make sure we're caught up on? I don't think at this point. We've got the meeting this coming Tuesday, and then we'll meet with landscapers afterwards. And then the study session will be earlier this time. Instead of being at 9:30, it'll be 9. Okay? Any questions? Yes.
There's also that, they're still trying to get not locked down that key meeting as well.
Right.
From jail, which I believe is.
That would be the 17th or 18th?
I think it's the 18th right now, but they were trying to get they're just trying to get something on the books because we're just running out of time.
Well,
So they've got to get it
know.
ordered, so as soon as I get it locked down time with the vendor, so,
And Michael will be in town next Tuesday,
and Sean.
and Sean, and I think they're gonna do a walkthrough, so if you wanna join them at 9 o'clock,
And I
whether
think,
you're on the building committee or not, you're certainly welcome
and I
to be there.
believe the person that does water or something's gonna be doing a walkthrough or something on like the 18th or 19th too, for one of those things as well, for their inspection.
Jacob, good morning.
Hey,
How you doing? I haven't seen you in a goon's age.
well, some of us work for a living. So,
What does that mean?
And then there's Jacob.
the last few meetings, I've been on a call for service during the meetings. This one, I was reading up until this moment. So here I am, ready to go.
Do you have anything to impart to us?
Have we passed that point? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just about ready to gavel the meeting closed.
No, I don't really have anything of significance. We ended up having to buy a metal detector for downstairs. You guys haven't seen that because ours went kaput.
They all just went through it.
Well, then that's all I got. So,
Okay, all right. Any questions? Is there anything else to come before the meeting that I missed? Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn. Russ moves, Andy seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Samantha seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. We are adjourned. Jacob, nice to see you.
yeah, I apologize, guys, I swear.
Yeah, I'm fine. county jurisdiction. He's been kind of waiting on this to decide what they're doing.
I'm not really that concerned about it, I just know enough about it that I feel like I
It's not
might
that
as
you won't
well.
get one. Yeah, you know, he was just kind of waiting on it.
But like,
Not,
if it's like,
I don't think we require one.